Guys, what's up? Look, it's been like 4 or 5 months since September. Haven't really focused on anything on YouTube. Been doing a lot on TikTok, but I wanted to make a longer video of what to focus on next spring, what to work on, what to improve your business on next spring. And I wanted to make a longer video because I did a TikTok about it, but it doesn't go into detail in what we do. So first of all, I got a new gimbal for Christmas, so it follows me. That's freaking dope. I mean, that's just amazing. I can't talk about that in TikTok because it's just I only have 60 seconds. But if I go here, dude, look at that, man. I'm just like chilling, brother. It follows me. If I go up, it follows me down. Okay, anyways. All right, so let's talk about it. First of all, I talk about it a lot, but pricing. If you have the wrong pricing, then you're not going to make any money. If you're going to scale. If you're by yourself and you charge $25 a yard and you do 50 yards, you're going to make money, yes. But if you're going to scale it, right, if you have to pay people, you have to pay insurance, you have to pay all this stuff, you're not going to make as much money. So you got to work on that pricing. Look at all your pricing, and I showed you guys this. I showed you guys this on TikTok, but this is that sheet that's underneath our computer. That it's a pricing sheet. Don't go exactly by those pricing because it might be different in your area, but that's it. You got to figure out a pricing sheet that works for you. Pricing, looking at it and see actually how much money am I making after I pay people, not just when I get to the yard. Is $30 enough? No. You have to drive there, right? You have to count in repairs. Your truck's going to break down. You have to pay taxes. So is that pricing is right? Second thing is firing clients. So I went through my list, and I actually had a list of like 7 of them that I've already called and have fired them, have let them go, have said, hey, we just can't do them. And 4 of them were just because they were out of our area. They weren't like really bad clients. They were pretty good clients, but they were just out of our area. So we would mow. We had our main section, and then we would drive like 10 minutes, mow the yard, and have to drive 10 minutes back. And that's fine. We could raise the prices, but I would rather just not focus on that area because we've already tried to focus on the area. There's no growth there. It's north of where we want, and really, we just had to let them go. We let go of 3 in that area because it just took us too long and we weren't making any money. And then we let go a couple that one was way out of our area that we were just subcontracting out, and I thought it'd be a good idea. Actually, I didn't think it was a good idea. I tried to do it last year. I tried to drop them, but they're like, hey, you just do 1 more year and then I'll find somebody. So I just had somebody else do it, and then they paid me. Let go of that person. And then one was a gas station that I let go. I let go of a gas station because we're focusing on residential, and now we don't have anything else. All we have is one cemetery. It's for our church. We get paid pretty good money for it, and then everything else is residential. All individual homes or small, like we do like one client there where it's like a big field. It's not a residential yard, but it's small enough to be it. But the stuff like that, we fire clients. Now, I have a list of about 4 to 8 that are just problem. They always give us a complaint when we get there, and I get complaints, but getting complaints. And when they complain, it's over and over and over again. It seems like every 3 times they're complaining. And if another person doesn't complain ever, and we're never getting complaints, and these people got to let them go. That's the second thing. First thing is pricing. Second thing is fire clients. Third thing is density. I talk about flyers, and I talk about getting these flyers passed out. And the reason why I focus on flyers, you can direct mail. It's fine. It's not a big deal. But it's that reason why I talk about it so much is because it builds density. So I can pick a subdivision that we already have 20 in, and I can pass out 3,000 flyers into that subdivision, and if I can get 30 more, that's 50 in one subdivision. So it builds density. We've been passing out flyers to the same area for the last 3 years, 2 years with these kind of flyer. But last 3 years, and we have been pounding the subdivision, and now we're building density slowly but surely. We used to be a lot more spread out. Like we would mow one and drive like 4 minutes, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're only driving 30 seconds now, man, it seems so much nicer. So we're building density slowly but surely, and it's all about density. That's the only way you can make money. You're not going to make money driving 20 minutes to a yard or 10 minutes to a yard even. You got to, especially if you want to scale, right? If you want to grow. You can do it by yourself, but because you're not paying anybody, you're just paying yourself. But density, density, density. Focus on density. Take that huge area you have right now and just condense it, right? Just to a little bit smaller. And then I think that will really help you. Last thing is to focus on. First of all, we talk about pricing, firing clients. Make sure your pricing is right. Fire those clients that are just a problem or maybe a little bit out of your area, maybe way out of your area. Like this year we haven't had to fire anybody way out of our area. But stay with me. The extra 5. I was watching one of my YouTube videos and but they're not way out of your area. They're just like really small. But anyways, firing those clients and then density, working on density. If you have 10 yards in a subdivision, but then you double that, you get 20, and you're in one subdivision all day. So that's what we're working on. Pricing, density, firing clients. The last thing is upsell. I had a comment on TikTok, was talking about upselling, and I just like moving around because I like it follow me. Upselling, you have your base clients, right? And I talk about building density. I talk about simple services and reoccurring services. I talk about that a lot, but if you can, then you work, the reason why you have those reoccurring services, that base. So like mowing for us, right? Mowing for us is the least profitable service. It's the least profitable, right? You're profiting 25% at the most, maybe, more like 22%, 20% sometimes. But it is a way to get into their yard to upsell on bushes, which we make 50%. Aeration, which we make insane amount of percentage, like 80%. Because one guy can take us an aerator and do 120 in like 1 week. So, all those upselling, mulch, but you have to pound upselling. Once a month or once every month and a half, you send an email out. You send a flyer out to your current clients right now, and you say, hey, we're doing bushes this month, we're doing mulch this month, we're focusing on landscaping. Here, would you like your aeration? If you do fertilizing, we don't do fertilizing yet. If you have to do fertilizing, hey, we're pounding fertilizing. But you're upselling. I have a video on there where we were going around. My sales guy went to every single customer, did a customer evaluation for one, knocked on the door, talked to them, say, how we doing? What can we work on? But then they started upselling, and we added 86 bushes this year, landscape jobs. We did 57 landscape jobs. That might not sound like a lot to you, but to us, we've never done that. And it's all because we went to their house, talked to them, and upsold. I have a video on YouTube where I talk about, it was supposed to be like a $400 job. I can't remember off the top of my head. It was supposed to be like a $400 bush job. But then he went out there and talked to him. Ended up being like a $7,000 job or a $6,000 job. All because he walked around, was calm, patient, communicate with the customer. He's like, I want that done and that done and that done. And he started upselling. And he didn't even have to do anything. He just started talking to the customer, and he's like, okay, it turned into a $6,000 job. He got a good commission off that. Upselling is huge, and we just figured that out in the last 2 years, and that's where we make all the money. We make more profit off those bushes, but it's not reoccurring. That's why I'm so focused on reoccurring mowing jobs, because every week, no matter what, or you're gonna, about how much you're gonna make. If you have $4,000 worth of mowing, boom, every week you're getting $4,000. If it's dry, you might go down to $2,000, but for the most part, you're getting $4,000. Those are 4 things I want you to focus on in the spring: pricing, density, firing those clients that are maybe out of your area or problem clients or don't want to pay enough. Those, and the last thing is upsell. Hey, I appreciate you guys. I have never thought I'd get so many followers on TikTok. It's just about lawn care, and you guys are the reason why I have that. But look, I hope this helps. I hope you guys kill it in 2021. 2020 was a good year for me, for our company. It may not have been a good year for you, but for our company, it was the best year we had. Not gross wise. We've done more in gross. A couple years ago, we did about 600,000. The next year when I took over from my dad, we did like 400,000, but we profited twice as much. So 2020 was a great year for us, and we are ready to explode. I feel like we're going to grow a lot this year because we don't have to get rid of anything. I've told you guys before, we dropped $4,000 a week last year of reoccurring mowing services because we didn't want those HOAs, we didn't want commercial clients. $4,000 a week we had to replace this year, and we replaced it all. Weekly mowing, we replaced it all. This year we don't have to do that. So if we can add 4,000, dude, it's gonna be a lot of money. 120 if you mow 30 times, 120,000 we can grow to. So we're ready to go. I hope this helps. I really hope it motivates you to get out there and pass out flyers, cut those routes, cut those clients, density, and then upsell. Have a good one, guys. Keep it real.